All right, let's get into the smoke and reverse sear of this 51-pound steak, 826 ounces. So we're going to call this the 826er. Another trip to Mesita Market led to another big piece of meat. It's been an awesome year with big cuts, so why not finish it off with another big one? Got my butcher's twine to tie it up. We want to keep it nice and tight during the cook. And then I had to pull out the tape measure. Yes, we hit 9 inches on this bad boy. Whew. So got some garlic paste as the binder. We want that rub to really stick. So I'm going to get the sides, top, bottom. And then like my other massive steak that I did, I'm going to use the Kendrick BBQ all meat with rosemary, a killer one. And then we're going to pull out that Meter Pro Duo, track those internal temps. So I'm going to go right in the center core. Then just going to shoot one on the side just to reference it. And that's it. So this is going to be a long day with this thing, especially being 9 inches tall. So 275 degrees on the Traeger ironwood. And all I'm going to do, I'm not going to spritz, I'm going to turn. I want to keep this cook as even as possible. Had to move that meter probe off so I can flip this. You can see the color was awesome on the bottom because that's where more of the heat is. And just keep turning it throughout the day. Put that meter probe back in to keep it going. I'm going to get into that compound butter that's going to go on at the end product. So while the beef was doing its thing, I got butter, fresh herbs, garlic, and anything rub. Gonna ball all this together and get it back in the fridge until it's time to put on the steak. So here we go. This is basically the sun going down. The meter probe was telling me about 110, so I knew I was well short. So it wasn't anything other than I needed to hurry this up before the sun went down. There's a mountain range off to the side, so we hit that reverse sear. Had that flat rock hot and ready, searing all sides. Couldn't help myself but grab that big old piece of fat off the side and just squeeze it. You can see how it nicely rendered. But getting that sear all said and done, I knew we were going to be not the medium rare, but more of a rare. But hey, I'm not here to BS you guys. I was just having fun with this. And so as it's still sizzling while it hits the cutting board, I had to get that compound butter out and get out my torch and help melt it. Then I had to find my biggest Messermeister knife. So here it is, cutting it down the middle. Like I said, we were at 110 internal before we hit the flat rock. I knew we were going to be undercooked, but that is okay. I ended up putting this on overnight after this was all shot and got some awesome shredded beef out of it. But as far as the bite goes, this bite was actually killer. It was like a tri-tip ribeye flavor. Couldn't help myself but take a few bites, but this was an awesome year with big meats. We'll see what we can get ourselves into this next year.